Today's topic is how does women's attraction work? Alright, so let's start with a scenario. Here we have Jimmy. Okay. Jimmy's your average dude. Maybe he's had a girlfriend. Kind of afraid to talk to women, stays inside, plays video games. Right, he's just kind of a nerd. Or at least he's perceived that way, or maybe he feels that way. But not a popular kid, right? Just your average dude. And here are women. Okay, we got our girls. Now Jimmy wants to get dates from these girls. Dates or hookups. That is what Jimmy's mind is set on. So this is what he does. This is his communication style. He is trying very hard to talk to them, start a conversation, keep the conversation going, to maybe get a phone number or something out of the interaction. And you know, he'll try his hardest. He'll think of ways. How can I talk to this woman so that she's interested in me? What are the right words that I can say to get her to be interested back to me? Right? So Jimmy mindset, I give attention, she gives attention back, right? Reciprocal attention. But that's not how it works. As you might know, if you have dated long enough, that's not how it works. It's not reciprocal. In fact, it's kind of the opposite. So here's actually what happens in real life. Okay, Jimmy does this. I really like you, I really like you, I really like you. Can we go on a date? And this is what happens. Okay. Boom. Shield. And where's all the attention go, or they bounce off, okay? It does not affect her in the slightest. It does not affect the ladies in the slightest. They'll say thank you. Thanks, that's really sweet. But internally, they don't feel anything at all. So they'll get, this is the thanks. Yeah, that's how much effort you're getting back. But, of course, no attraction. Alright, now let's look at scenario 2. Here we've got, let me put an eyeball on him. Okay, there's Jimmy. Scenario 2, we have Chad. Okay. Chad is cool. Chad isn't actually even looking at the women. So we've got women here. Okay. And I'll throw in a third one. Chad isn't actually even looking at the women. So this is his communication style. Okay. Yeah. I'll give you a little bit. But it's just small talk, you know, it's nothing big. And the women, of course, are like, huh? Because, like, it's not this, right? Chad isn't even trying. Chad isn't even looking at them. He's off doing his own thing over here. And if he has, like, a job or, like, his purpose, this is where his attention is going, right? Off the screen. Off to someone else. That's what he's worried about. His priority number 1. So what does he have for everyone else if his priority number one is over here? This is what he gives. Because he doesn't have time. He's not worried about it. Jimmy over here is trying to get something from them, the women. Trying to get a date or a hookup or, you know, whatever. Chad could care less how these interactions turn out. And that energy is felt by the women. They actually feel this lack of care. And then makes them go, what's going on here? See how there's no shield here? There's a shield here, but there's no shield here. And they're actually affected emotionally. And then what happens? Boom. Reciprocation. Reciprocation, and I'd say even maybe a little bit more. And again, Chad, yes, he is focused on purpose. He's purpose driven. He's not worried about how these relationships or whatever turn out. He's purpose driven. But he is a very likable person. Social, not afraid to do small talk or just have fun, you know, but he's not invested in it like he's invested in his purpose. See, Jimmy, he's invested in this. The nerd. He's invested. Chad is not invested in this. He's just doing this because he's a nice guy. And, I mean, I say nice guy, but he's a very likable guy. He's got a very pleasant personality. But you can always feel from Chad that he doesn't really care about how it turns out. And that is what women like. Of course, on social media, you know, women talk all the time about hating on nonchalant guys. But that's actually a good sign, because they actually have an emotional response from the nonchalant guy. And Chad, because he's so interested in his own purpose and self-development, this is his communication style. And also, you'll notice, Chad has big, strong muscles. Okay? And he has a cool haircut. Right. He has his own look. Okay? He looks cool. And this is because all of his attention is on himself. He is working on himself. He gets the haircut because he likes it. And he likes how it looks. And he gets muscles because he likes how his own physique looks. He's not doing these things. He's not getting the haircut or the muscles to try and get the women, right? It's all for himself. And when he communicates with them, that energy is felt. That nonchalant energy is felt. And that is very attractive to women. Now, here's what Jimmy sees. Jimmy sees, oh, look at Chad with his muscles and his cool haircut. Who does he think he is? And then Jimmy thinks, this is what Jimmy thinks. Jimmy thinks, oh, if I got muscles and a cool haircut, okay, if I got muscles and a cool haircut, I would be Chad too. But Jimmy doesn't think like how Chad thinks, okay? Jimmy is getting the muscles and the haircut for who? For this over here. So when he does these things, he's actually doing this more. Even more investment. See, his mindset is kind of completely different from Chad. And in fact, when he does these things, all this investment, it actually makes Jimmy less happy because, and less fulfilled, because where is his purpose? There's nothing over here. There's no purpose. All of his time investment is over here. And this is exactly how a lot of guys today think. Like, there's a lot of gym bros out there that think, okay, I will self-improve. They call it. I will self-improve. Get a fade haircut and get muscles. I will get buff. And then I'll get what I want. And then they realize, or I guess they'll notice, nothing actually changed much. They'll get compliments from other Jimmies. Wow, look at all your gains, right? Maybe you've noticed this in your own life in the gym. Okay, when you get muscles and you actually have a decent physique, you'll get compliments from not over here, not over here. You'll get compliments from other Jimmies. But physique, haircut, outward appearance, physical appearance is actually kind of important for the attraction, because the physical traits actually are a signal for women's attraction. The first thing they know about a man is what they see with their eyes, right? So if physique is part of that, yes, it is important, because it signals good health, strength, all that. So I would say definitely work out if you don't already. Working out is very important for your own personal development, but remember, do it for yourself. Inward focus. Energy for yourself. Bring the good energy into your purpose. So yes, a woman will notice what a nice physique is, right? But the other thing she sees with her eyes, she doesn't just see the physique. She sees the communication pattern. Are you communicating like this, or are you communicating like this? So just to clear up 2 lessons from this. Physical, physique. These are the 2 things she sees. Physique, and she observes your communication pattern. So yes, very important. So here's what you gotta do to not be a Jimmy and be a Chad instead. Self-invest for your own benefit and your own enjoyment. And communicate like this, instead of like this. I hope this video helps. Leave a comment if you agree or disagree. I'd love to chat in the comments, see what people think, and yeah, that's about it.